Alright, so today we have the Paul Reed Smith SE Swamp Ash CE24 Sandblasted. As you can see, this body has this really cool look, which is, you know, these lines here. That is because this is a mahogany guitar with a Swamp Ash top. What they've done is they have sandblasted the top and then they've like painted it to fill up the pores of the wood with this purple color. There were different variations as well, as like a red and a blue one and a green and even a white. So to give this distinct kind of, you know, awesome look. It is a solid guitar that offers versatility in terms of tone and playability. You can have the tremolo action if you want to do that. I'm not much of a tremolo guy, but it's there. And I've decided to use the guitar with the bridge floating instead of locking it down that I usually do with guitars. So this guitar is actually not that heavy. You know, it's fairly, you know, it's got some heft to it, but it's not too heavy. It has a maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard. The frets are well polished. Everything is pretty much perfect. I just gotta admire the body of this guitar. It just looks so cool. Since it is a PRS SE guitar, it is built by Cortech in Indonesia, so it's not one of those, you know, US made guitars. But the quality, I would say, is really good for this guitar. It plays amazingly well as well. The pickups in this guitar are the PRS 85/15S type. They do offer coil splitting, so I think since the bridge and the neck pickup, they have the same name, I'm guessing it's the same pickup. I'm not sure about that. It doesn't seem to be like a variation that is one for bridge and one for neck. Either way, we'll check out how it sounds. So this is the bridge pickup, and then I'll go to the middle and then the neck, and then we'll do the split variation so you can hear what that sounds like. Okay, let's go for the bridge and then the split, and then the middle and the split, and then the neck and the split. That is some good variations on a pickup sound. So what you can get is loads of different sounds. You can go for the, you know, the classic humbucker full sound, but if you want some bright spankiness, you know, like you get in a Telecaster or Stratocaster, you can get something at least close to that in this guitar. It's not going to be the same, but it'll be good enough. I'm going to go for a lower gain tone, which has a little bit of crunch. It's like an AC30 type tone that is a bit driven, so like the harder you play, the more it drives, but it won't really go too far. The thing about these low gain tones is that when you play them softly, it doesn't always sound that, you know, nice, but once you hit a bit harder, it becomes nicer, especially in a mix. So if you're playing like a rock song or something, or even live, lower gain will always deliver more articulation, more dynamics, more more punch even. Anyways. I think the only thing that I would complain about this guitar is are the tuners. They're fine. They're perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with them. What I've felt is that they are not consistent. The one on the G string, it's a bit stiffer. It reacts different to the other ones. The other ones are smoother. The G one is somehow, you know, once you turn it gets stiffer, and then it's like, I don't know, maybe that one specific part is a bit faulty or something. I don't know. But like I said, they're fine. But I would love to switch them out for, apparently I've seen many people do the mod of taking these guitars and then putting a PRS SE locking tuner in the headstock, which apparently are a lot better. So I'll probably end up doing that. But, you know, it works, it's fine. It's just a minor little gripe. Other than that, you know, for me, the finish is just perfect. The look of it is awesome. The frets are perfect, pretty much, you know, for a guitar at this price. It's not the most budget-friendly one, but it's still, you know, it's a hell of a good guitar for the price. As with many of these SE guitars, is that they offer really good quality in terms of, like, you know, the way they're built, the way they feel, and the sound is really good as well. The setup right from the factory was really good. The only thing I've done is just very slightly adjusted the intonation. I felt that it wasn't completely perfect, but it was close enough. I'm just really nitpicky. I double check everything always anyway, so it's fine. You can trust that the guitar will be really well set up when you get it. So this guitar has a 25-inch scale length neck. I think that's pretty sufficient for, you know, most things. It's not too short, it's not too long either, but it's good. It's a good happy medium. So let's go for a higher gain tone. So this time I have a Marshall, like a hot rodded Marshall preset going on. Here I have a Mesa Mark 5 kind of high gain lead-ish tone. Still kind of works for some rhythm stuff, even though it has like a ton of reverb and delay. I'm gonna play with the bridge pickup in split position, so you can hear the articulation. The sound of the pickup is quite nice in the way it interacts with the distorted tone. And then the humbucker. I think this guitar is probably one of the better PRS guitars that I've ever tried. I think these guitars either just have become discontinued or are becoming discontinued very soon. If so, then tough luck. If you can get one, I would definitely recommend doing that because it is a good guitar and I do recommend it. So whether the guitar is discontinued or not, I will still have affiliate links down below so you can check out either the same guitar, or I will make a recommendation on something that is, you know, as close to this as I could possibly find. You know, the other CE guitars are really good and solid, so I would probably recommend some of those. Please consider subscribing and sharing and liking and all that stuff. If you want to tell me what you think about the guitar, there's the comment section down below, and hope to see you in another video.